howdy all you happy campers. This is Hunter Pruett, otherwise known as the RV Hunter, down here at McLean's RV in Sanger, Texas. Very excited to bring in the spring camping season with y'all. Those of you who are looking for the features, convenience, feel, and towability of a fifth wheel, but you only have a half ton, Grand Design is raised up to answer the call with now a second line, expanding the number of floor plans for you. We have both the Reflection 100 series that has 3 different floor plans ranging from about 27 feet up to over 32 feet 3 inches, only 7,000 pounds up to just shy of 8,500 pounds. So you're actually able to get a size that is less, a weight that is less, and a price point that is less than several bumper pools. And then you still have the trusted 150 series camper that has 4 different floor plans ranging from just shy of 30 feet up to almost 35, and a weight range of about 7,500 pounds, still just shy of 10,000, so super half-ton towable. But there's a lot of confusion now. We've got a new product, and so we got to break down the differences for y'all between the 100 series and the 150 series, so that you know what is the difference with that 16,000 about variance and where that weight is going. And so the very first thing you're going to notice is the front cap. You have a silver painted front cap on the Reflection, whereas on the 100 series, you have the trusted automotive grade decals, got a 5-year warranty from them peeling and fading. On the 100 series, we have a standard pin box that is certainly going to provide better towability than a lot of the weight distribution hitches that you'd have to rely on for a bumper pull. But on the 150 series, you get the awesome Curt turning point hitch. This here, for those of you that have a shorter bed, not just a half-ton truck, but some of the y'all that might have a diesel that has the mega cab, and you don't want to go with a sliding hitch, this is the solution. We take 2 pins out of the back here, move this locking plate down to the actual pin box here. It prevents the camper from turning and pivoting at the hitch, and instead this entire pin box pivots under the nose to give you a full 90-degree turning radius. Now those of y'all that have the 6.5 foot standard bed, you're still gonna be able to get about a 70 to 80-degree turning radius with the standard pin box. But if you do have concerns about those tighter angles, have a driveway or a parking situation where you're gonna be needing to get that tighter range, the Curt turning point hitch is going to be able to accomplish just that. The few other exterior differences between these, they both have tankless water heaters, which is a huge feature in our industry right now, never having to worry about running out of hot water if you're taking showers back to back to back. This has the Furrion 60,000 BTU tankless water heater, whereas the 100 series has the Girard. It's a 40,000 BTU. The Furrion will do a 2.5 gallons a minute over 144 gallons an hour, and the Girard is just a little bit lower on the consumption rate, but both having tankless water heaters is an awesome feature. They're both going to have Goodyear endurance tires, both E-rated, but you are going to notice just a little bit different stylized rim on the 150 series compared to the 100 series. Now they're both going to have the awesome MoRide CRE 3000 suspension system that will take 3-inch potholes in stride, but the Reflection 100 series will not have the new ABS brakes that Grand Design have been doing on their fifth wheels like the Reflection 150 series. Again, the Reflection 100 series does not have ABS brakes, but it's at a weight range that really you're not going to feel it. You're not going to have to worry. Your truck should be able to control the braking of this camper. Now, the other difference in terms of the exterior features is that the Reflection 100 series is just prepped for the tire pressure monitor system, whereas the 150 series it's already banded into the tire. They're both going to have the same step above, solid steps, the newer grab handle, all sorts of pet features on the outside like leash latches. Both will have a 3,000-pound rear receiver hitch that it can actually support a 350-pound hitch weight back here, so if you're going to do a rear storage rack, or it's a camper that really is at a size that if you do have a bigger truck and you're wanting to tandem pull a boat or another ATV trailer behind it, this is a size that I'd actually feel comfortable doing that if I had a truck that was equipped to do so. You have the sewer hose mounted just underneath for that storage. Lots of features that we've already touched on in other Reflections. The purpose of this video is to help y'all break down the differences. But we're walking into the 22 RK rear kitchen floor plan. The 150 series that we have opened up across the way is the awesome 260 RD rear dinette floor plan. We do have, again, 3 different floor plans from the 100 series. A dual opposing slide rear living, that's the 28 RL. We have a bunk model as well, and then this again is the 22 RK. Now, going into some of the differences on the inside, a little bit smaller microwave here. a little bit smaller stove and oven, but still really well equipped, especially if you're comparing this 2024 to older year models. The 3-burner cooktop and this size of oven is still really decent, especially if you're comparing even bumper pools at this price point. Still getting the solid wood construction. I want to reiterate that there are no differences in terms of the bones of the camper and the construction between the 150 series to the 100 series. You are still going to get R40 insulation in the roof and front cap, R9 in the walls. You have R30 insulation in the subfloor. Still a forced heat duct, no duct work in this main living area. You notice all the heat ducts are actually mounted into the cabinetry. Now the 100 and the 150 series, compared to the reflection bumper pools and the full-blown reflections, are going to have a heat wrapped laminate pressed countertop instead of the solid surface. They still don't peel. And they aren't going to cause any issues for you long term. It's just made to cut down on the weight. Now, some of the other cosmetic differences on the 100 series, you are going to get an actual backsplash on the 150. The cove molding up top here in the living areas is going to be a little bit thicker on the 150 series, and we'll go on over there and look at it. But still, in terms of a camper being very well equipped, still have the massage and heated recliners. Both are going to have the same solar package. In terms of what it's prepped for, the solar charge controller and your inverter, but there is a difference between this one specific 150 series and this one, because most 150 series and 100 series do have the single-sided 10 cubic Furrion fridge. Whenever you get the single-sided fridge, you have a 180 watt solar panel on the roof, but the 260 RD, because it is one of the rare campers of that size that actually has a dual-sided fridge, they doubled down the solar capacity to 360 watts over there. But again, we'll take a peek at it. As we go up into the bedroom area, there are going to be a few other cosmetic features that they have adjusted. You will notice that there aren't blackout roller shades. These are blacking pleated fabric shades. People have a personal preference there. They did save some weight by not doing cabinets faces on that top ledge like you get in the 150 series. It is just open cavity. And then over here, saving a little bit of weight as well by just removing 2 bottom drawers. But now you have a shoe cubby, which is just brilliant. Grand Design still finding a way to maximize every square inch, even if they are going to be sacrificing weight a little bit. Really good size closet up top. Again, 2 drawers here. And this bedroom is going to be pretty customary for every 100 series. It is going to have a similar feel to this, just a matter of whether or not the entry point is on this side or that side. Then we do have no carpet still in the bedroom area. Even this elevated platform that used to have carpet does no longer. And still great storage. Same styling. The headboard's a little bit different, getting into the minor differences. But as we go back down into this, we'll take a peek inside the bathroom first. Here, you'll notice a slightly different tankless water heater control there. And then an open shelf here. Instead of a secondary cabinet is another way to just shave weight a little bit to truly make sure that this is a half-ton towable fifth wheel. But still, porcelain toilet, step-in shower with the glass enclosure, and again, been 6 foot even. An awesome new skylight concept. Not a skylight, which is awesome for us here in Texas, so we don't have to worry about hail damage, but still a light up there and an upgraded shower head. Still loaded with storage, 3 drawers all the way down, under sink storage, and still a medicine cabinet up top. But the 22RK, this used to be called the 226RK 150 series, but they listened to y'all's feedback and did something really awesome on this floor plan. Something that a lot of people consider whenever they're buying a camper is whether or not the fridge is accessible, check, but also whether or not the bedroom and bathroom are accessible. And on this floor plan, when this slide comes in, they shifted this back just a little bit to where you are still able to access the stairs and get on up to your bedroom and bathroom. So actually this entire camper is pretty much usable even when the slide is in, just keeping in mind that you're not gonna be able to open that oven, that bottom drawer. You could still cook and reach around if you really needed to get to that 3-burner cooktop, and you could probably slip in a bag of popcorn if you needed to in that microwave. Say you're running off a generator or in a campsite that you couldn't put out the slide, but you still had electric hookups. But still, you know, the 100 series camper, generally with the side-by-side 150 series, the same size of camper, you are going to be in the range of saving $10,000 to $15,000. And this is a very attractive option for those of y'all that aren't wanting to push your tow vehicle and that are looking for an affordable option that still has the great quality of Grand Design. But But let's zoom on over to the 150 series, the 260RD, and just look at some of those differences in terms of this interior. Because again, you still have Compass Connect, still have the Roku Smart TV, still have 2 ACs. But let's zoom on over to that 150 series and see what that 260RD looks like. Before we go on over to the 260RD, I just wanted to point out something that Grand Design's doing, listening to user feedback on the mechanical side of things as well. Whereas they're now doing hardly any Schwintek slides any longer. The 260RD floor plan used to have a Schwintek in this main living and kitchen slide, but it's a big slide to have a Schwintek. And so they went to a rack and pinion gear mechanism over there. But a lighter weight slide like this slim rack slide mechanism, Winnebago's been using this for years on their high-end motorhomes for even gigantic slides. Very reliable, but just a different slide mechanism that Grand Design just started using, so we wanted y'all to be one of the first to know. Let's jump on over to the 260RD now. As we go into the 260RD, something I didn't touch on with all the pet features is the screen defender here. Again, you still have the pet lease latch. We're going to get into some dog bowls on the inside, but even then, them prepping it for a thin shade gives you that privacy at night, because both are going to have good blackout shades. These are going to have the blackout roller shades and making sure that that window's giving you privacy. Now it's already prepped for it, so our parts department isn't even going to have to swap out the window. Simple, easy add-on. Let's go have a take a look inside. Come on. Well, y'all, welcome into the Reflection 150 Series 260RD, one of my favorite floor plans that they offer, and again, this lineup of 4 different variations. But what I love about this floor plan is that usually your most scenic view is out the back, and the windows that you get here are just fantastic. And this massive rear dinette that makes it super easy for the whole family to congregate, move around, and it also breaks down and makes into a very sizable bed without an obtrusive pedestal underneath. This telescoping pedestal is so easy to utilize, has a lot of benefits and features between not knocking your knees, having an ease of setup to both break down and set up this bed, and then just really is utilizing this entire width of this rear camper with a sizable bed. Again, talking about the differences on the Reflection 150 series, have the blackout roller shades here. You are going to notice a little bit thicker cove and seat crown molding up along the top there. No carpet in the slide outs, but that's kind of floor plan specific. Still the massaging and heated recliners, but something I like about the 260RD is you do get a third. You don't see that very often. And hey, there's cup holders. And so even if it is just the two of y'all, not sitting right on top of each other. There's a lot of people that even if it is just a couples camper, they want enough elbow room for 2. Some of the new little bells and whistles that Grand Design is cramming into even their budget price point camper of the Reflection 150 series is a silverware divider, a solid wood drawer. The 150 series compared to the 100 series will not have the new Travel-Fi Wi-Fi system built into it like the rest of the Grand Design fifth wheels. This is an awesome feature that can allow you to pay monthly for Wi-Fi so that your Roku Smart TV, that is included in both, can actually run and stay connected to all your streaming services. Beyond that, a little bit larger microwave, you can tell comparing side by side. And oven, stove is going to be the same, but the oven is certainly larger. Cramming in a few other features like the wine rack in actual backsplash there. Again, when I reference the larger fridge, this is specifically in the 260RD floor plan, not in every Reflection 150 series. Some of them still have the same fridge on the other side, but the Reflection 150 series is going to have the stainless glass look, whereas the 100 series is going to have a black look there. But again, you do get a larger solar capacity on specifically the 260RD floor plan from 180 up to 360 watts with you getting the larger fridge. One of the other small features that I glanced over that is on just the 150 series are little hidden pet features like the doggy bowls, and then the solid wood table instead of the laminate table that you saw in the 100 series. As we move on up here, wanted to show just the direct differences between the two. You do have an upgraded Serta mattress, whereas the other one is a standard spring base mattress. And then the actual cabinets up top there keep everything enclosed up and away. And then again, 2 additional drawers here. And so it's going to be a matter of personal preference, whether or not you want a place to actually kick off your shoes, or if you have enough foldables to actually fill up the space. But still, very well equipped bedroom. Obviously, they are adding just a few more elements that is going to increase the weight. But if you're right at that cutoff on some of these half-ton tow capacities and you're nervous, just talk to one of our specialized sales representatives, and we'll help custom tailor the right floor plan for your needs. But in terms of a sub 30-foot, super accessible for state national parks, this 260RD floor plan is fantastic in that respect, because you still get tons of privacy up in this front bedroom area. sliding pocket doors that I love in Grand Designs, where you're able to move and flow through the coach easy, have a magnetic door catch to ensure that privacy, tons of windows, even then putting a window in the hallway just gives that lighter, brighter, open feel. Makes it a little bit easier to see in this bathroom compared to the 100 series. Different Furrion control there. Everything here is the exact same, but you are going to notice a different cabinet back over here. But same exact shower as the last one I just crawled into, and same porcelain toilet. But those are the main differences. We've gotten a lot of these questions lately in terms of what are the differences between the Reflection 100 and the 150 series. Hopefully I was able to pick apart to where you can really gauge whether or not for your needs it is worth going to the 150 series. And a lot of it's probably going to boil down to floor plan. Until you get into them, you don't get a feel for the feng shui, whether or not one's going to be the right fit for you. So we encourage you to come down to any of our 5 convenient locations, whether or not you're stopping into Oklahoma, here in Sanger, Denton, Rockwall, or Fort Worth. We have a great crew, a family-based company for 61 years now, and we'd love to partner with you to create lifelong memories. And hopefully it's in one of these Reflection 150 series, because again, this is a price point, size, weight that is comfortable for and accessible for everyone. But really appreciate you engaging. If there's any questions that you have about the differences, you need to hone in the right one for you, reach out to us, comment down below in the video, and stay tuned for future videos. But thank you all again for watching. Stay happy camping.